gosh dang, I never did open it. I never did open it. I can't see chat or nothing. Everybody calm down. I don't know why I'm saying that. Literally just sorry, nobody sees anything. Nobody knows anything. I gotta... Oh gosh dang. I gotta plug in my controller. Oh gosh, I gotta plug it in. Largs, welcome on in. You're the first one here. I can't hear nothing. I hear no game. I'm gonna do one trial. One trial and then read. One trial and then read. I went deaf. I can't hear anything anymore. One trial and then read. I was gonna do this and I was gonna do Mario Sunshine, but sleep decided last night was night. It was not gonna come for me. I know I got to sleep after Dad left for work. I know that much. I also know Dad'll be a little bit late today. So even though I am starting late, we'll still get a little bit more time. I'm only expecting 5:30 at the most. I don't even think I had a dream last night. Well, I'm sure I did, but I don't remember it at all. I did wake up with Luna in my face. Like she was sniffing my face. In there out, Luna. I see you in there. Being a precious little baby. Come here, Luna. Luna only wants to stare at me. It was a really sweet dream, but it was odd. I'm glad it was at least sweet. Also, I have my controller plugged up. Because I legitimately think the rechargeable batteries in here are dying. Because I can charge them all night and unplug them before I go to bed. And when I wake up, I can turn these on and they won't be working anymore. So. Also, the battery life now with headphones is like an hour and a half when fully charged. So I think the rechargeable batteries are not gonna need. I think I need to get new rechargeable batteries. To be fair, these batteries are like 2 years old. I think. I need the batteries.
Oh, you pretty little thing.
You up, tired? You still tired? You tried to work on stuff? That was rude. You didn't have to come in there with me. You could have waited outside. To be fair, if I would have woken up my original time, I woke up at 1, but I don't even know if I had 4 hours of sleep at that point. So I went back to sleep. Gosh dang it. Oh, he saw through my trick. Oh, that's the thing. I think I finally got to sleep at night. I wouldn't be surprised if that is whenever I finally got to sleep. Oh, dang. I can't hear the cameras or anything. Like I say, I don't have any volume. Hi, Jed. It's because I couldn't sleep anymore. You can't take my sleep. Jed Vargas is trying to steal my sleep. Sword shot. It wasn't good sleep anyway. You know, I'll take it. Why did sword shot attack me? Actually, I feel like a more accurate question is why didn't sword shot attack me more? I shouldn't be asking why did sword shot attack me because that shouldn't even be a question. Like, got that out? Is that what I'm going through? I need sleep. You just told me I could have the sleep. Oh. I don't have anything for that. Also, Jen, today is the day. Nothing stopped me. I'm reading. Today is the day we read. I just wanted to do one trial before I read. And so I was like, I'll just do the one that has a time limit. Because if I do the one that has a time limit, then that's guaranteed like a specific amount of time for said trial. Ah, okay. I can have my sleep. I'll take it. Wait, I want to go this way. Yeah, I definitely need audio for this game. I can't game if I don't know what's going on around me. Today, no! That was not intentional. That wasn't intentional. Why do the ads hate me? Oh no! No, 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 no. Rude. Jen, today is the day I read. There will be reading. So holding my plans to get a lot of stuff done. Probably streamless, but if I can get everything done, I'll be happy. Just gotta fight myself. Don't rush it, Legs. Don't rush. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Dang it, sword shot. I will probably read everything wrong. And I still never did learn how to read. I found half of them? It's a constant struggle, but like a constant struggle. For me to read, I know it's a constant struggle. I live that experience every day whenever I look at words on screen or paper or on a wall. You know, I'm just gonna stand right in here. I'm just gonna wait. We got level 3. That's good enough. It's like a foreign language to me.
This is a lie.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Y'all are all equal under the law.
Let me have some blood. You're gonna be sending me more gibberish. More gibberish. I ran by him. They didn't see me. If I don't hear them, then they don't hear me. And if I don't hear them, they can't see me. That's just the logic there is. Because I have to know that they're there before they can attack me. And even, I know what I just said, but I didn't know that guy was just there, so. Like, he couldn't do nothing because I didn't know he was there. So simple as that. That's just simple economics right there. See, that guy hit me because I knew he was there. Also need to send you more games I want for Blockade so you can plan them out. Okay. I can do that. Lucky, what are you doing? What are these mouth noises you're making? Also, I'm going to point something out when we get to it. You're going to go on a hunt for random games too? Good. Very good. So, I went to the last video before I started this, where I read. Because I had a feeling about something. The game's lying. The game said that we only did the first 3. We did the first 5. We did the first 5 things. But the game says we only read the first 3.
Please respect all sleeping personnel.
I finished Lath redesign. Like these 2 we had actually read already. And I don't know why these notifications keep coming back. Because I did check, I went back and looked, and the last one we read was Lath redesign. Before I forgot. Before I forgot. That was at some point last year, I think. Also, my controller's been charging for the past 40 minutes. I'm going to plug my headphones in real quick because before we read, I want to hear what these new voice lines are. We might hear them. Well, I might hear them, and I might not.
We're all here to help. Any fear you're feeling is left over from the world out there. Here, we all love you. We built all of this just for you. Don't let the outside world creep in here.
Oh.
I watch you when you sleep, thinking about how special you are, how much I love you. I hope you'll think
No! That was after 40 minutes of charging. It's still charging. It's plugged up right now. See, they love us. It gives us mac and cheese. I'll just keep hitting Y because I can at least read it.
You need to try to stay awake in the shuttle. Don't inhale any more gas than you absolutely have to. You should be able to go 2 minutes holding your breath without passing out. Keep your head straight. Listen for my word. I promise you, I'm trying.
Don't let anybody tell you who you are. You're nobody's child. Nobody gets to tell you what to do. Be free. Take what you deserve.
Jesus Christ, this might actually work. But only if we all...
Oh, is Amelia speaking right now? Amelia is speaking right now.
Place is so awful, they think even we wouldn't go there. They underestimate how desperate we are. You're nothing Easterman tells you you are. Just be nothing. Be ready.
There are rumors spreading. Fairy stories of some clever reagent slipping out of a trial. Just think about that. About how unlikely that would be. How little sense that would make. You're not stupid, are you? No. Not you. Don't believe the lies.
Wait for my word. Be
They're
ready.
gonna pay for what they did to us.
They're gonna pay for what they did to us. You only have to hold out a little while longer. Look for the date. If we all go at once, they can only kill so many of us. I hope you're hearing this. I hope I'm not throwing us all away.
It's your responsibility to refuse the lies the frightened and weak would try to push on you. You have to think of your brain as a Vestal virgin, and every stray rumor some other potential rapist eager to impregnate your soft, pink mind. Nobody gets out of the trials unless we let them. You're a child. You are vulnerable to fairy tales. There is the truth. There is careful stewardship of your Murkoff family. And there is the dangerous lies of perverts and fanatics. There's nothing in between. You have to let us trust you.
What is more important, Blargs? Freedom or mac and cheese? Also, she has new voice lines and he has new voice lines, and I haven't gone to see them yet. And then we will finally read. I'm not putting it off. I'm not putting it off.
Didn't think I'd see you. I don't need to know your name. I'm Cornelius Noakes. You can call me Mr. Noakes. And all I need to know about you is you volunteered for this. And I guess things must have been pretty rough for you out there. But compared to the shit in here, I guess you've been inside now. Therapy, right? Shit, man. You survived. I guess that's something. If you do survive, the question is, how long?
Okay, so some of this stuff is actually the same as it used to be, so I'm wondering if it. Well, I guess it's not really wondering. I guess they don't just give you the new stuff. It kind of goes on some sort of rotation.
I'm just doing my job. I'm not anybody.
Because this stuff we have heard.
You want a shoulder to cry on? Talk to one of them other guinea pigs. I'm too sensitive for this shit. You know what fucks me up? Y'all keep choosing to go back in. And I know you're stuck here, same as me.
I'm not scared of
You could
reading.
just stay in the sleep room. Make a friend. Read a fucking magazine. But you keep going back in. Thing I hate is people saying anything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Anybody tells you that's never been on a war. Never been poor in America. Shit. Some days you wake up and shit has changed. You gotta be careful here. Walls got ears and all that. But holy shit. You must have heard, right? Somebody got out.
Somebody got out.
Brass is pissed. People I don't usually see been sniffing around. Trouble's coming. Till they find this lady, you're gonna want to watch your ass. Good look out there.
Okay. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say about it?
What can I offer? I was hoping you'd want to talk. I know new experiences can be frustrating or even frightening. If you need a kind shoulder to cry on, I'm always here. You have to trust Dr. Easterman. He built all of this and
He built it just for you.
Do you think anybody has ever had a doctor care for them that much? I feel so lucky to be alive in an age of miracles, to be exposed to men like Dr. Easterman. You have to think of the therapy like you're getting a tooth drill. There's some minor surgery. It can be a little uncomfortable, but you'll feel so much better when it's over. Sometimes I see Dr. Easterman by the coffee urn or the water cooler, and I linger. I pour a little extra sugar in my coffee and stir it slowly. I'm not nosy.
Like they made this place just for you.
Dr. Easterman was so upset by the news he heard out of Korea. Some of our boys came back changed, like they were different people. And Easterman thought, well, if you can change people for the worse, why couldn't you change them for the better? I think it's so important to be optimistic. I guess by now you've seen some of the earlier candidates for the therapy. Gooseberry, Coyle, all the experimental population. Poor dears. I think they just didn't try hard enough. But as old Mother Barlow said, waste not.
Yeah, that voice line happened before
those earlier mistakes to help shape
Baby
yours.
Tooth Gunman came out.
We just want you to get better. You look upset. Maybe you've heard the rumors about some rat in the walls. Rumors are all they are. And you wouldn't spread some
You
silly
wouldn't spread some silly rumors now, would you?
I really do hope you feel better.
We're all getting better together.
Noakes, I hope you get out too. I hope you get out too, Noakes. Alright guys, it's 4:50. Oh, it's so late I can't read now. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let me go and lock the door real quick though. I don't want no mac and cheese. I want my seafood. I want my macadamia cookies. I want a burger. Oh wait, I just realized this TV's been up this whole time. Whoops. Nobody heard the TV, I hope. No! But it will get cold. It'll stick together if you don't eat it. I don't want mac and cheese. Okay. Completed reagents. Reagent 0877 surveillance, Clyde Perry letters, 1959, April 12th. Murkoff Corp, interorganizational letters only, telex, transcribe file dated removed. To A. Bradley, Avalanche, synopsis from Clyde Perry in San Antonio, Texas. Subject completed and release reagent surveillance 0877. Day 28 reagent 0877 surveillance uneventful. Subject attended episcopal services at St. Mark's. Attended baseball game. 2 meals taken at dinner. Trigger test acceptable. Successfully neutralized before action. As uneventful as days 1 through 27 suggest, remote passive surveillance requests a reassignment. See Perry. Okay. Wait. Okay. Completed and released Reagent Surveillance 0946. Day 6 of Reagent 0946 surveillance was eventful. Subject excited. Alright, excited. Exited apartment. I can't read. Exit apartment before dawn. Walked looping path through residential neighborhood. Then observed bird falling from sky or tree. Subject stepped on bird. Bird dead. Did Sorge write that last part? 2 fits of crying throughout the day. 1 fit of uncontrollable laughter. Subject performed duties at industrial laundry to satisfaction of supervisor. Trigger 8 tested at 3 p.m. with satisfactory results. Trigger 13 tested at 9:30 p.m. with exceptional results. Note: subject heard telling coworker bird was pulled from sky with power of mind. Subject stepped on bird. Bird dead. Let's see. Subject completed and released Reagent Surveillance 0946 termination. Reagent 0946 terminated 11:06 p.m. on June 22nd, 1959. Body weighting cleanup in Blaine neighborhood of Muncie. Muncie. Why did I say Muncie? Muncie. A quarter of Willard and S. Lewick. Lewick? Subject was observed at the Ravioli. I know it's not Ravioli, it's Rivoli. Theater for a screening of Sleeping Beauty. That's a Disney! That's a Disney! Subject approached a group of adolescents and claimed extrasensory abilities. Adolescents laughed and fled. Subject followed adolescents unobserved. What do you mean unobserved? Subject attempted to climb into the house of youngest adolescent. Visual approximation 12-year-old female. At which point I intercepted and engaged subject in physical altercation. Shot subject 6 times in the head and chest. Silence rounds, minimal disturbance to neighborhood. Then garroted subject. Physical evidence minimal. So just filings as failed conditioning. Returning to Sinyala. Lewick? It might be Lewick time. Remember Bird? Dead. Mr. Perry, many thanks for your continued vigilance. Based on confessional intelligence from the minister, SA Marks Reagent 0877 has become a subject of interest. Please retrieve Reagent 0877 and transport him to our office in Los Alamos for further study. Mr. Berinsky will be on site by July 1st to receive and process the patient. Submit cost to Sinyala. Please refrain from extracurricular habits. DBNR A. Bradley Avelinos names. Copy. Correspondence between Oliver W. Forensic. I read the name earlier in their drawing, and that time I struggled. And H.J. Easterman. Dr. Easterman, please send additional reagents. Reagent 0877 has proven a remarkable inspiration to our paperclip guest. I don't pretend to understand the details. Some confluence of your behavioral work in this Rudolph's dream therapy. Avelanos. That word, that name always kills me. I'm trying my best. Tells me it's rare for one of your test subjects to survive as long as 0877. But I hope you find others who have achieved similar levels of ascendance. Project funding will reflect Los Alamos contributions. Respectfully, Oliver Berinsky. So, I don't know if this is setting up somebody, but I know one of these notes, or a series of these notes, is actually talking about one of the main characters in Outlast 2. Copy correspondence between Oliver W. Brenzick and A. Bradley Avalanos. Bradley, have you been monitoring the paperclip work coming out of Alamos? Dr. Wernick's sleep therapy lab. Also, Dr. Wernick was the, if you remember in Outlast 1, he's the guy that cuts off Miles' fingers in the bathroom. Sleep theory is extreme euphemism as the language allows, is showing an extremely suspicious fixation on the last few year agents coming out of the Signal facility. The Paperclip gang has remained secretive and condescending as ever. Speaking German, they wish to hide their research from me. From me, the research. I don't know why I read it backwards. Yeah, it's him. Wernick's the doctor. I've been attempting to learn the language, but I find it a revolting tongue. I have a secretary, the Hausfrau of one of our Navy boys, who eavesdrops and translates for me. She told me Wernick said this Dr. Easterman may have made the most fruitful mistake in modern science since the creation of penicillin. Provocative statement. I am cautious to put too much stock into Rudolf Wernick's words. On account of his superstition, his cynicism, his condescension of all things American, but still. Provocative statement. Anything you can tell me about paperclip activities at Los Alamos would be greatly appreciated. Perhaps there are details I could share with you. We've allowed these National Socialists into our military apparatus. We must be extremely vigilant, lest the tail begin to wag the dog. Sincerely, Oliver Branzik. Branzik. You hated that? That was the man. Also, do you see who we're about to talk about? Do you see who's next? Blarg's lore time. What is the background of Phyllis Futterman? Murkoff Corp. I guess that's all the same. Gooseberry at Holmesburg. Secured interview with Phyllis Futterman at Holmesburg Prison north of Philadelphia. Subject near unrecognizable compared to archive photos and mugshot. Confirmed Blargs has been arrested. Phyllis Futterman, along with the majority of inmates, has been subject to dermatological experiments under the supervision of a Dr. Kligman. Testing commercial products for redacted and redacted. Futterman's been exposed to carbonic acid, dioxin, and grafts of infected corpse flesh. Other inmates have gotten worse. Futterman's physical health remains remarkable. Even she looks like yesterday's guacamole. Interview lasted approximately 20 minutes. Brief background pieces on Phyllis Futterman. I don't remember the last time I've even seen guacamole. Daughter of dentist Dr. A. Futterman of Philadelphia, PA. Mother out of the picture. Phyllis worked as her father's assistant from a young age. Used puppets to distract adolescent patients during drilling/surgery. Young Phyllis's hobbies include taxidermy and musical theater. Is this true, Blargs? Is this true? Sage! Do your hobbies include taxidermy and musical theater? The Futterman's popularity leads to a locally broadcast TV program, The Mother Gooseberry Hour, on air as of 1951. Following Dr. Futterman's death, Phyllis suffers hysteria and disassociation. Dr. Futterman's corpse still has not been located. Tone of the Mother Gooseberry Hour shifted. Adolescent audiences conditioned through classical application of abuse and praise. Phyllis rated as high charismatic. Adolescent audience becomes cult-like, engaging in immoral behavior, drug use and other shenanigans leading to larceny and assault. Police raid TV studio in 1955 on charges of kidnapping and racketeering. Phyllis retreats to the puppetry tunnels beneath set and uses a drill to kill 2 police and injure 5 before being apprehended. Sentenced to life in prison at Holmesburg. You did show me Cats. I think that was an act of war. Mother, may I murder? Philadelphia, PA. 2 police are dead and half a dozen injured after a daring raid on the studio. Disgraced children's variety show host Phyllis Futterman, known to her young fans as Mother Gooseberry. Charged with conspiracy to commit murder, kidnapping, and racketeering, Phyllis Futterman has for years now been using her television program and mail-order dental drops business to hook a generation of children on narcotics, violence, theft, and quite possibly murder. Police Captain Stanley Hode described the so-called Futterland studio as the most grotesque architectural perversion since H.H. Holmes' Chicago murder castle, adding, the fact that this could exist under the so-called... It continues on Gooseberry Murders Part 4. They'll do it again! This is part of the interview. Interview with Phyllis Futterman reveals lucid, highly charismatic subject. 2 personalities on display. Phyllis Futterman, alternating between television persona Mother Gooseberry, a childlike Phyllis Futterman, approximately age 14. And 2, Dr. A. Futterman, her deceased father. She's fashioned a hand puppet from scavenged cafeteria and workhouse scraps, showing a remarkable mechanical aptitude. The Dr. Futterman personality is abusive and violent, but he's funny, and I like him. Both personalities include lapses into a lizard-brained murderous rage monster. The Mother Gooseberry personality shows remarkable charisma, as noted. Despite her ragged appearance, she appears to have had carnal relations with at least 2 guards. Many of her fellow prisoners and staff have fallen under her sway. Phyllis expressed interest in self-improvement and scientific advancement. Says she liked a change of scenery. Phyllis Futterman highly recommended for trials in Project Laugh. I can't believe they put my biography just there to read. They have less for Coyle. What is the background of Sergeant Leland Coyle? Clyde Perry in Wichita, Kansas. Leland Coyle surveillance. Cross state line to file report following altercation with Oklahoma law enforcement. Summary below surveillance/research of Sergeant Leland Coyle of Blackwell, Oklahoma. Anecdotal evidence of abuse of animals and sexual assault as a child, leading to military academy education. Teenage criminal tendencies kiboshed by recruitment into local Ku Klux Klan chapter. Good lord. Married at age 19, wife dies 6 months later after falling downstairs. Leland Coyle joins the Marines to avoid investigation. Coyle serves 2 years honorably in the Pacific Theater. 3 confirmed enemy kills, 2 suspicious American deaths in his company. Upon her return to Oklahoma, resumes Klan activity, which segues naturally into a law enforcement job on police department payroll since 1947. Coyle's surveillance keeps obsessively complete notes. Seems to consider herself vital to history and of great interest to posterity. Extremely effective policeman. Enormous profit from exploitation of prison labor, extortion, and civil forfeiture. Multiple commendations. Coyle marries a second time and extorts wife's family. Wife's family dies in an electric fire. Wife flees to Chicago, dies officially of natural causes. Body recovered between the 900 and 2,000 blocks of Costner Avenue. Coyle promoted to sergeant. Marries third time. Wife commits suicide within 6 months via multiple gunshots to the head. Wife's family dies within a year. All parent suicides being increasingly violent and convoluted methodologies. Sergeant Leland Coyle observed standing in field watching lightning storm on 5 separate occasions during surveillance. Coyle displays extreme charisma, extraordinarily popular among fellow police, high standing in Elks Club and VFW. Interview details to follow. What is going on with Coyle's story? Arranged to meet Sergeant Leland Coyle at a bar on Route 177 under pretense of bribery. Coyle was known and well liked by bar staff and customers. Drank heavily and partook of nuts on table. Discovered by Kennard within minutes and conversations took decidedly violent turn. I had been feeling of being a crippled mouse used by a plaything by a tomcat. I believe that if he had intended to kill me, I would not be writing now. Subject's charisma was, however, undeniable. Sergeant Leland Boyle. Highly recommend for Project Life. I have 2 broken fingers, lots of bruising, pissing blood, taking a week's recovery in Wichita. Transcription note. Typo italics above stet. Clyde Harry typo Boyle for Coyle. Likely an effect of broken fingers or inebriation. So that was on purpose. I was like, did they just really mess up his name? I didn't realize that was on purpose. What is the background of Moses Scarfatti, architect of the Sonella facility? I'm hoping to get through this whole row. Let's see. Dear Bradley, I understand you need an architect for the project in Arizona. Our friend Alan has a recommendation for you. In the Second War, Alan was stationed in Bern with a Navy engineer named Moses Scarfatti. Moses was one of those few, it seems, who could keep up with old Alan's extracurricular activities. He's a Stanford man, top of his class, and more importantly, one of us. You can trust him. The agency would highly recommend you consider him. Sidney Gottlieb, approved signature by Chief Chemical Division's TSS. I have the janitors here too. Transcription of interview A. Bradley and Moses Scarfatti. How have you been? Wait, have you been? I don't have children. That doesn't matter at all. You have to go. It's the future. I mean, if we have a future, my kept telling me to go, and finally, Helliwell? Correct. Disneyland! It's like coin sorter. It's behavioral architecture. The space moves people through it. The shape instructs visitors how to behave. It doesn't matter what you think you want. Just being in Disneyland erases whoever you woke up as this morning. It says, now be patient. Now be delighted. Now be hungry. Now be covetous. Now be compliant. Compliant? Why did I say compliant? It's wonderful. I've never seen so many happy people. And you feel you understand the principle of how Mr. Disney achieved all this. Why are they talking about Disney in my Outlast game? Imagine there's a file and it's just one hug and it's 30 pages. They would never have that many pages about me. Where was I at? Yeah, correct. It's so clear once you've seen it. There were hints of this in Germany. It's like a cathedral built by Edward Bernays. You don't mind if I smoke? I'll have one. Did you watch the trial? McCarthy? Yes, well, I try not to get involved in politics. Why are they talking about Disney? Also, you notice how they have Disneyland as one word? Is Disneyland actually one word? If it is, I learned something new today. How did Dr. Easterman develop his theories of brainwashing? Private journal entry, Dr. Hendrik Joliet Easterman. What is all that noise outside? Snow and ice collects in the bullet holes pocking the walls everywhere. It'll take decades to rebuild Berlin, having a nip of brandy to stave off the cold. My flight to Hong Kong isn't for another 3 days. I tasked myself with studying Jung. Jung? If I can convince the agency to shuttle me to Zurich, I made traps about Bergholzi? Berholzolzi? Berhol... For inspiration. Bloodhawk is one word. Maybe one word brandy. Berlin has me in the mind of the Second War. The spoils of every war before were land and treasure. But in this last and greatest of conflicts, the spoils of war are cultural. Say what you will about the evils of National Socialism. They have much to teach us about infrastructure, propaganda, leadership. Such things to come. Objection, I was told us to. You posted it as one word. So it was one word. Archivist note. The second entry on the page dated January 20th, 1954. Deterioration in quality of handwriting suggests inebriation. Private journal entry, Dr. Hendrik Joliet Easterman. True spoils of that war were reaped in the Orient, in Hiroshima, in the use of weapons that could mean instantaneous global death, in truly meaningless non-existence, extinction. Nobody will be remembered, because nobody is around to remember. Anything is possible. Anything is permitted. Isn't anything is possible, anything is permitted? Isn't that like the Assassin's Creed quote? I haven't played Assassin's Creed in years, but I think that's an Assassin's Creed quote. You can't knock on my window. Not while I'm reading. Private journal entry of Dr. Hendrik Joliet Easterman. Hong Kong. Crowds and steam and noise. The incessant thrum of the textile factories. This is not a civilized place for thought. The agency wants a full investigation of the technique of HC now translated as watch brain. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. It has put me up in an observation post in Sunwon. They have a dozen veterans for my study, Western and Chinese, exposed to watch brain techniques. Don't smash the window. Where there are greater lessons I see in the Chinese Communist Party is admitted, even celebrated. Program is to Gesang Kaisel. I mispronounced butchering that. Or ideological remodeling. A deliberate shaping of a whole population, which by all indications is taking energetic hold. The brainwashing victims, on the other hand, are largely listless. They are catatonic in between bouts of aggression. They are not programmed machines as much as broken children. I don't know if we're ever doing block. I was about to say block last for Outcade. I don't know. I may have broken Private Ramus. I've been employing benzodiazepine to peg him up to a talkative state, but his testimony has been a confounding mixture of repetition and contradiction. Our sessions are dependably cut short by the appearance of the Doctor, or sometimes Dr. Skinner, the invisible specter that seems to manifest whenever I ask too directly about the methodology of Ramus' captors. Increased benzodrine dosage from 20 milligrams to 30. Despite a brief window of lucidity, Ramus seized and has gone into a permanent catatonic state. Cardio and galvanograph readings suggest he still faces the torments of the Doctor, along with the expression on his face, which is twisted permanently into an expression of pain and fear. It reminds me of nothing so much as the hideous smile of a Japanese Hanya mask. block class. Also, just to be on the safe side, we are gonna call it there. I know Dad said he's gonna be a little late, but I don't know how late. Well, it's time. Bye.